We were talking about music before, and music performance pieces. You did maybe the seminal concert film of all time and Stop Making Sense. You have the special relationship with Neil Young. I don't know if it's public. Were you allowed to talk about the thing in Vegas last? So you have a Justin Timberlake piece coming up. So what is it about these things that attracts you as a filmmaker and as an artist? Is it sort of an antidote to the narrative storytelling, or is it just, again, the love of music? Or
Yeah, it's definitely the love of music. And also, for me, and I love shooting feature films with actors. I love shooting documentaries with real people. But something about shooting live music, I always, this probably isn't true, but I think this is the purest form of filmmaking. There are these artists doing that, and we're here to team up with that and capture that in the way that best suits the music that's being played. And it's thrilling. I've done 3 different performances with Neil Young. Each one is completely different from the other because he's always reinventing himself. But this thing of capturing music the right way, which requires superb cameramen, and I've been lucky enough to meet and hang on to the greatest shooters you can imagine. The best cameramen for capturing music, 90% of the time, they're musicians themselves. They at least play guitar. And they have a sense of when, when that solo is going to end, and when they can intuit when to move the camera up to a new place on the musician, because I hate to cut in the music stuff. Sometimes we do, and sometimes it's fun, but the idea of giving sustained looks from one perspective, I think can really be fabulous. It makes you kind of forget you're watching a movie, and it's like when we go to a concert, sometimes we'll zoom in a way on the bass player, the keyboard player, and just kind of get mesmerized by that part of it. And then something else happens and we open up again. So that's the approach I like to take, and I just adore it. Yeah, the New Year's Day this year, I went out with Gary Getzman, who produced Stop Making Sense, and we filmed Justin Timberlake's 2020 concert. It was the last show of this tour that's been going on for 2 years. So we shot that in Las Vegas. It's coming together beautifully, and I think it's that new kind of concert film. I think it's a very 21st century concert film. There's a lot of moving parts to the stage, and he's got a brilliant, huge band, and a tremendous amount of dancing. He's a great dancer. He's like, his hero in life is Gene Kelly. And this guy can dance, and he can sing, and he's also very adorable on stage. And I think this is a movie that, this could be a concert film that actually stays in the theater for a week. Because, it's like, they just go buzzing right through the cinema, like.
So, well, just on Stop Making Sense, I worked, I think you know this about me, I was at MTV for a number of years, way back when, did hundreds of hours of live music, and without exception, we would always start with, let's do something that looks like Stop Making Sense. And then inevitably, between then and the finished product, somebody would go, that's a nice piece of lighting, let's make it blue, and let's make it swirl around really fast, and we'd end up with stuff that looked like everything else. But that film was just so, again, the respect for the artist is so palpable, and you should give it up for Stop Making Sense. That is a great...
Thank you.